Hi, and welcome to Old Stuff is Better. So, for those of you who are wanting to run off and buy a brand new carburetor, I just had this. I know we've been talking a lot about Falcons and stuff like that, and this pertains to you guys too, who are wanting to know. I see a lot of posts about, hey, there's this Chinese carburetor. All right, Chinese carburetor. That's just an oxymoron. Okay, and we've tried a few of those. We've had some success after we've tore them all apart, modified them, changed jets, changed needles, changed this, changed that, and everything. Sometimes using parts out of the original carburetor, whatever like that. And it's been marginal success at the best, and as most of you could guess too. So I'll just stay straight up. If you can find a carb rebuilder to like rebush the throttle shafts and things like that, you're much better off rebuilding your old carburetors, especially those little Autolite 1100s and things like that, the old Carters and stuff like that. A lot of times it's the throttle bushings that are wore out in the base, and a lot of times carb shops, old carb shops, if you can find one, you can send the base plate in and they'll rebush it for you and put a new throttle plate in too. Anyway, so what we're going to talk about today is, man, I had the utmost respect for Holley carburetors, except for the three that are on the Galaxie. We're just going to put those aside. They have been nothing but a monster pain in the neck. But Holley carburetors have been fine through the years. Big problem with them was the annular discharge boosters were more like mini sewer pipes, just dumping the fuel in. And but there's a Holley carburetor made from 83 to I think 87, but I know for 86 for sure, on the Mustang GTs, Ford 351 high outputs in the Broncos and the F-150s, and then the 460s from, I know, 83 to 86 for sure. And again, like I say, maybe 87. We have put those things on everything from, boy, I can remember even putting one on a 258 straight six on a Jeep. The guy already had a 4-barrel intake on it, and the carburetor he had on there was crap, and so we put one of those on there. The great thing is the annular discharge boosters. That's where the fuel comes in the throat of the carburetor. The primary ones, that carburetor was manufactured for Ford. In fact, it says manufactured by Holley for Motorcraft. It had to pass emissions, and it had to get good gas mileage. You take that carburetor off of an average 80s truck and put a standard Holley on there, the gas mileage will drop 6 miles a gallon. You can just pretty much count on it. And it will not pass emissions either. So they're a great carburetor. You can pick them up all day on well, not Marketplace, but eBay. The last one we got here, amazingly, I think it was shipped, was $57. So I think I got the carburetor for $30-some. It was definitely a decent deal. I've paid as much as $100 for them. And you need to know what you're doing when you overhaul them. They're a bit of an antique now, but they are a wonderful carburetor. So anyway, what we're going to talk about today is this. Okay, this is a new Holley. It came in on a 82 Dodge Ram Charger. This is a brand new out-of-the-box carburetor. And he had put the Champion spark plugs in it, which we pulled back out again because they weren't firing right. But even with the, we put Autolites in it and at least ran, it wouldn't even run with the Champion. So we're not gonna go down that road, but Champions, as far as I'm concerned, we've always had a saying, we wouldn't put one in a lawnmower. Unfortunately, if you have a lawnmower, sometimes that's the only thing you can get. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. The video about today is the current Holley carburetor. Okay, so big thing that we noticed right off the bat was both floats sunk. Both floats, and I've seen videos about this before, both floats had sunk, and this sucker was brand new out of the box, and it was just awful. The other thing I noticed was, okay, and I don't have them to compare, but I'll show you I'll take the vehicle is still here, and I'll run out and I'll show you what we put on. No choke pull-off. You'll see, for those of you who are familiar with Holleys, there's usually a little piston off here or something like that to be able to do the choke pull-off. What Holley did, he went and cut the choke blade. I mean, we're talking about 1960, 59, 60 technology here. You know, why have a choke pull-off when you can just make a choke that doesn't kind of work? They even added, I don't know, there's no accelerator pump for the secondary, but there's the hole for it. But the big thing that we noticed right off the bat was when you pick this thing up here, the newer carburetor is a good 2 pounds at least lighter than the old carburetor. The old carburetor was a better built one. I mean, the throttle horn in the old carburetor was twice as thick. what did we see? Well, obviously it had the Ford had a choke pull-off diaphragm off the side up here. And there was so many different variations of why the newer one was. I mean, it says Holley on it right there. It says Holley, and I'm sorry, Holley, if you're watching this thing. I loved your older carburetors, but this thing is just, if it's not made in China, I'll be surprised. I'm sorry. I just got to tell it like it is here. Anyway, so this is it. Let me take you out and let me show you the carburetor that we put on, and so we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. So this is the Motorcraft Holley. In fact, if you look right there, it says manufactured for Motorcraft, or by Holley for Motorcraft. And there's the Ford part number. There's the Ford part number right there, and the Holley list and everything like that. Had to modify the throttle linkage for a Dodge and everything, but that's not the point. The point is, this is a much better carburetor. If you look even at the choke, the air horn right there, the metal's twice as thick. This carburetor is literally 2 pounds heavier than that new one. This is such a better carburetor. I'm not gonna go ahead and start it up. It runs like a freaking watch now. It just runs great. Of course, we put Autolite plugs in it, that helped a lot. But that original that new Holley carburetor, like I said, the floats sank. Both of them sank, front and back. And to Holley's credit, we put a factory Holley kit in this one with Holley floats, and you know, that's still a very good product and everything like that. So anyway, just wanted to show you this one. We'll head back inside. It's kind of cold. Okay, one thing that I want to put in here too before we close, and I happened to think about this after talking with the customer and just verifying it too. And I checked myself with the Ram Charger, brand new fuel filter, flushed, new fuel, everything like that. So. Yeah, just kind of weird that these floats would stick on these new carburetors, but hey, it is what it is. Mechanical things happen, but yeah, it's just again, I want to clarify that I'm not condemning Holley, but this is kind of weird for a brand new carburetor. All right, so just wanted to make this video short here. I know a lot of you are going to ask, okay, especially on that Dodge. That was a 318 4-barrel, kind of a rare one. But the original carburetor was a thermal quad, had a plastic bowl to it. We used to call them thermal junks. Man, were they bad. So there's an instance right there where old stuff was not necessarily better. Those thermal junks were never better right out of the box. They were always, they were trying to do something to keep the fuel from boiling, and it didn't work. It didn't work. I know, who else did it? No, International did it on their 345s too. Some of you were going, what? International? What the heck is International? Anyway, so again, I'm not dogging on Holley, but old stuff is definitely better. And I'm not sure where Holley's going these days. I would hope that they would improve their quality. I've seen a couple of videos where the floats have sunk on carbs right out of the box. I'm just like, what is going on here? What is going on? So, but I wanted to point this out because that 4-barrel carburetor works great on a lot of applications. I mean, put it on an International, an AMC 258, and obviously this Chrysler too. So with that, old stuff is better. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.